Is trying to connect. Hey everybody. All right, it is part 2 of our terracotta lighthouse, and right now we are going to work on, this is the top part. This is going to be my tester part to see if I like the way we're going to spray paint this. First, I don't really not sure what I'm going to do on the little rim part of it, but I'm thinking I want to keep it white, so I don't want to get any of my spray paint, or especially any of the stone sand spray paint on it, you know, for that texture. If I like it enough to where I just want to keep it all the same, then I can go back and do it, but I'd have to sand that off. Hey everybody. Hey Angela. Hey Helen. Janet, I'm so glad. This is going to be super fun today. You get to work with spray paint. So I'm just going to take this painter's tape and cover up the main part. Make sure I get my edges down. All right, and I've got 2 ways I can do this. I'm going to have to get up on this one all the way to the top, because remember, the only thing we'll have is a small little dish that'll set right here, so you will be able to see all the way to the edge. So I'll probably spray paint everything right here except the top. I don't want the texture of the sand to make the plate not stick down. And plus I've got to put like a type of glue right here, like probably that liquid nail, and so I don't want to get any of that texture on the top. So my glue will stay there pretty good. Let me kind of, you know, tape doesn't go on a curve, so give me just a second to at least cover up this top. Hello, hey Sonia. Listen, I'm going to turn my comments off so I can make sure y'all see. But Chris is way off to the side. You know, he doesn't want to be on camera ever. And he's going to tell me if y'all have any questions, still ask me, and he's going to call them out to me. Because when I'm on here, not only from the sun, the brightness outside, and sweating so much, I can't see my screen. But look at that. I hear a little thunder in the background. I guess it's trying to rain here. Okay, let me turn the comments off. All right, so y'all can see. Really good? Okay. All right, 2 ways we can do this. Remember, I've got one paint. Let's see if it's got the colors on it for me. No, it just says camouflage, so it must be in like the camouflage group where, you know, you can paint a camouflage on your boat or whatever. But I don't see the colors on here. Camo sand and khaki. Okay, so this is a khaki. It's a little bit darker than this one. This one says camo sand, so I'm hoping this is the color. But when I hold up the sand to it, that actually has the bits in it, it's closer to the darker one. But I don't want it to be too dark. So first we're going to do is spray this one everywhere on it. So the background. Then we're going to put the sand stone on top of it. But I don't want a lot of that white. I feel like the white will change the color. Is anybody asking me a question? Because I have it completely turned off. Janet, he said that you said he's a good husband. Yes, he is. He just helped me get all my old ferns out of my... Oh, they're all telling you, hey, he's way over there. All right. I told him that. I said, so they all love you. I'm on the clock. We're doing, these are shopping endorphins for him, which is anti-endorphins. All right, so y'all don't have any kind of mask on, and this is really covering really well. That's the color I'm going for, so I don't think I'll use a lot of this. I'm not worried about mask or anything. I'm outside and I'm not too close. Now, if I had to do like a billion pots, I would put some kind of mask on. But just one or so, it's not gonna hurt me. And look, I got a little tan on my hand. So that did a really pretty sand color. So I just really want the background, you know, you can maybe see a little bit of the white, but that's not bothering me. So now when I put this on, I can focus more on the sandy part than worrying about, you know, covering the white up. Should have shook these far. Come on, do like a little dance. Shake it, shake it. All right. Now remember, if you don't know how, and I don't know how far these will go. I think I picked up 3 cans, but you know, I can always take them back. I think they run at Walmart, they were $4.95 or $5.95, I can't remember. So around $5 a can. This camo was, you know, around $3. And then, you know, but if I could have gotten these colors, the matte finish, not shiny, in this like the dollar part, because it was just going to cover some up, I would have done that. Only time I think I would worry about getting Rust-Oleum is if you're painting a better quality spray paint, is if you're spray painting a metal, that you do have to worry about rust and all that bleeding through. If you're just terracotta, it seems to be covering really good, and you know it doesn't rust. So all right, let's see. Okay, I wish you could see this, y'all. Look, and it feels, I don't know if you can see it. It feels like sand on my finger. So it's just, it's got like, feels like beach sand. And look, as I... All
right, Janet says need some music.
Need some music? Y'all don't want to see me dance. It's sad. I have like a couple of Bloody Marys and I can dance for you.
And Peggy said, are you doing this for your mama or Mother's Day or just adults?
Well, she knows about it. So it's not any kind of surprise. But my mother's birthday is always on Mother's Day weekend. Her birthday is May the 9th. So like me, I always say, ooh, this is your Mother's Day and birthday together. Because, you know, that's what I get. This is your birthday. But no, I hope I finish it by then. But I mean, I think once I have what I want to do here, Chris drills those holes for me for the light, we're pretty much done. Because everything on the epoxy has set up. And, you know, spray paint dries really fast. So if we can get everything put together once we do it, and I like the way this goes. You see how fast, I mean, I'm done with this besides putting the sand on. I really could go ahead and give it to her. So, no, I probably won't wait until May, the first weekend of May to give it to her. All right, so, y'all, I'm looking at it right here, and it really does look like beach sand. So even though this is like a stone, it says multicolored textured. You know, you can make it kind of look like stone. To me, it looks like a sand, almost like a stucco texture. All right, so let's do it, and we'll see how it comes out. I'm going to put it on here kind of heavy because, like I said, I want it to look like sand. I don't want it to just have a little bit of texture. I want it to have a lot of texture. So far, so good. Oops, it seems like it's trying to get stopped up. I think I'm like doing it too close too. But I don't care if I'll have any runs in it. Because like I said, it's got like a little ripple of a sand effect to it. So I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And it's really good, so I'll be able to go ahead and see the part. See how it's got that little ripple where I did it really too thick? But I don't care because it kind of looks like wet sand. So I'm just going to go with it. I likes it. All right, and I didn't use very much. So I may only need... The big one is pretty big. But I probably would at least use 2. So let's go. I like that. So the dark I can take back. I'll never use that color. But the other 2 colors I will. All right, so let me take this one up really fast, y'all. And I think it's going to look really good. It's going to be like a sandcastle lighthouse. All right, no questions? Yeah, these are really fun. And terracotta pots aren't that expensive. Oh, I touched that. Oop. Look at that, y'all. Easy fix.
Darlene this week.
Hey, Sherry.
No, talking to me.
She was. Oh, y'all talking to him. I'm sorry.
All right, I got a question.
Oh, I keep touching it. Ah, maybe I need to move this out the way.
She said, what brand is that?
Okay, it's a Rust-Oleum. And it's like the textured, it says textured, but most of them some of them will say stone textured to replicate stone. But they have this, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to do my pots over here. I bought like a black too, to make, like, you know, if you buy like a...
All right, Sonya said, tell Cynthia I like Carlisle Lake, Illinois. My birthday is
Does she want me to send her one?
She wants to be in this weather. Oh, that's Sherry.
Oh, it's really pretty here today, but if you could see how bad I'm sweating. And it's hot out here. Ugh. And it's supposed to be 86 here this weekend. I was just telling Chris, we have no spring. It goes from cold to miserable hot. But Chris and I were just commenting, you should hear the bees here. All the honeybees are out on all of our trees that are blooming, the crabapple, and I still haven't looked up what this tree is behind me, y'all. It's not a Bradford pear, but it's something else. This is a weeping cherry. Yeah, weeping, instead of a weeping willow, it's a weeping cherry tree, which I got two. I've got to plant these. And then our corkscrew willow, I told Chris, even the bees are swarming around it. And it has no flowers, but he said it has some kind of sap that comes out of it that'll make it almost looks like it's raining sometimes. So that must be what they're eating. Well, I thought they called it weeping because the limbs weep. Really? Learn something new every day. A weeping tree is not that because... All right, now this one, we got to go just about all up to the top too because this one just sits on it. It's this one that'll go down about 3 or 4 inches on the big one. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to glue this one to it once I get the light on. Okay. All right. And plus, I don't want to get it too much on the top. And I think I can control it. So it won't take but a second to do this up here. Tape it up. Let's see. I keep looking on here like I know somebody's asking me something and I forget I can't see.
Well, they're saying stuff like, good idea to get it underway, and they like the trees.
Okay. They're really pretty. We love those trees, but they only bloom like that like a week. And we were just commenting how this is probably the longest they have bloomed. We've probably had them about 6 or 7 days in a long time. It's like normally they bloom and they're very delicate. The flower's like a real small little blush pink color almost.
She wants to do this, but with a solar fountain.
Oh, yes, that would be really pretty. And you know, you can buy, the little solar fountain things in it, so you don't have to run power to something like that anymore. And it really is worth to pay a little bit more for the solar than trying to run power to something, because you know then you have to worry about cords and all that yucky stuff. Mississippi. All right. I'm talking about, y'all, I'm sweating so much I think my sinuses are trying to hurt a little bit, but it's probably I'm squinting too. Okay. So just like on the other one, I'm going to take our camo, what I say it was, camo sand color. It has camouflage on the front of it, and Rust-Oleum makes it too, but the color, look on the tag, is camo sand. They also have one that was real close that was a khaki, but I like the camo sand better. And it went on really well. Because I'm not coating this, I just really want to cover up the white. So I'm not worried about having to come back and make multiple coats. But the the white, I mean, this one coat really worked well. And it's probably because it's a better spray paint too. All right. If you have like a Lazy Susan you didn't care about, that would probably be easy. Put a little bit of saran wrap on it and use your Lazy Susan. Okay. All right. Let's see what our sand over here is looking like. Still a little wet. Some places that I see, like right here, I almost have like a run in it, but to me it looks like wet sand. So I'm not really worrying about it, and it's settling back down. So, I mean, that's something good. You don't have to worry about, did you spray paint it flat enough if it's got a run in it. All right. 69 people on here. Nobody has a question.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
All right, now you're not being you over there tick-tocking while you're supposed to be. And this is our texture stuff. Oh, are they?
They said they have the sound off.
Y'all have to do like me. You get those cordless ear pods, the AirPods, iPods, whatever they are from, because Chris will look at me and I can tell he's looking at me like, put my ear pods in, then I can just keep watching videos as we're watching TV, because I can do two things at one time. He can't.
Well, I was texting my dad back, by the way.
It's got like a, you know, just different colors. Like it's got a little speck of white and black, but I guess most of it is the. Okay, so we did good on that one too. Looking like sandcastle. All right, hey y'all, look. I left my Chris, look. I left my sunglasses like in the background. Now it's look. Well, on sunglasses it doesn't take any time to dry because it's already dry.
How long does it take to dry?
I would say give it the same time you would. Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Let me see if that's better. Well, I'm just too far probably for the inside internet to pick up, and then it's switching to my phone. So he said he's going to open the door. Well, I'm probably where it's trying to pick up that and get on the phone. So maybe that's why I did it. Did it get better? All right, let's see. I don't think you have to use it any more than regular spray paint, but let's see. Dry and coating based on 70 to 50.
Cynthia, you going to be on tonight?
Yes. May recoat within 1 hour after 24 hours. Dries to the touch in 20 minutes. That is the camouflage. So let's see if it's more for the stone.
You said mention the pot sizes.
Ooh.
And are you going to be on tonight?
Listen, I'll get back to you on when I'm on tonight. I will measure the pot sizes because we kind of did a bigger than average one. The top part not so much, but the bottom part is pretty big. But I will measure them and I'll have the measurements for you tonight. But this drying time says dries to the touch in 30 minutes, handle within 1 to 2 hours. So where this one says dry to the touch in 20, this one's just a little, it says 10 minutes longer, so I would give it your normal spray paint. If you're somebody that usually waits 30 minutes to an hour, give it about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yes. Well, that's what I was just saying. On this, it would be good to have a Lazy Susan, and that way you could just, but cover it with something because, you know, it is It's even on my tape. I did downwind. At least I didn't get like my phone cord or anything. But they're talking about, look, they can see toes. Josie, you want to come say everybody hey? That's my hunter right there. She keeps all the moles out of our yard. Okay, so I think this is going to turn out good. And I have like one more little thing on my big one I'll show y'all. I don't want to show you the disaster that it could be. I'm not going to do it live. But on my big one, you know how it has the water at the bottom? I may do like a little wave above it, that same color, and then do the sand up, or I may just do the sand. I don't need to make it more complicated than it could be. All right. So let me put this up. And y'all, I will tell you, 2 of those took, I may have like that much left. So it's not going to be enough to do my big one. I'm sure I'm going to have to open that other can. So I would say on average, you're going to use 2 cans, but you definitely only need 1 of the background color because I haven't even used half this can. So if I use like the whole half can on the big one, which I probably won't, you only need 1 for your base color and probably 2 of these. If my pot was just 1 step up from this one, the second one we did, I probably could get away with just using this, but it's about 3 steps up the bottom one. So I'll show you one more thing. I bought these, and we talked about it last night. I bought these at Lowe's in the back section. Urns are my favorite. Here's the bottom. And y'all, this is just sitting out at my house for a day and a half. This pollen that's all over it. You can see it better on the inside. I don't know that they are black, but that's what color they're supposed to be. And the pollen on the inside and the top part is a lot. Hey, Chris, will you grab me a paper towel? And it's all over my trees. Okay, so this one, I'm going to keep it separate. Oh, and I need the... No, I won't put it together on here yet. Okay, these urns are $11.62 at Lowe's. They are, no, because the bit's not on. I was going to get me the drill, but I can grab it because I'll be finished on here before I plant them. What I normally do is I'll take my drill and drill several holes in here and in the bottom, and they just fit right here. And they're footed. They're, isn't this vinyl, Chris? Just, okay, vinyl, yes. They have one that's a tad smaller. I'll show you. Which is really good if you like more of the gray stone. It's a little bit smaller. And it's only like $9.62. So just think this one's 10, and that one's more, almost 12. And this will hold this stone spray really well. I love the black, and that comes in gray, and this comes in black. You know, it doesn't come any other colors. So if you like this black and this style, then you'd have to change your color if you didn't like the black. Maybe online you can get it a different color, but these are the only colors I've seen, and I've bought them. Probably this is the second year. I bought a couple last year. But if you'll just drill holes in it, works perfect. You can take your irrigation, go up through the bottom. That way you don't have to water all the time. But this stone, I love it. But, hey Chris, can you get me a paper towel? I just want to wipe this off really fast. You don't want to get any of your stone stuff in the little pocket that you put in, because it's just, number one, going to rub off, and it could not go back in there really as easy. But I'm going to keep it the same color. I just like it. This gives it like a stone effect. This is just like the other one, except this color is aged iron, and it was the only black color that I saw. Now, like I said, our Walmart isn't the best, so you could go to like a jam up Walmart, have like 3 shades of black, you know, maybe have like a dark gray or something, but this is the only darker color. But it's aged iron, and it's black, but it's got the specks in it are just a tad white. Thank you. I just want to get some of this off of here. I like this black, but you know, just over time they get a little dingy. I wish I had my other ones. there, back there, I'll show you kind of how they've done me this year. So I feel like if I already kind of stone it up, then if it gets like scuffs or something in it, you really just won't see it like you can, because they're beautiful right now. But like I said, after, you know, you water them and they just go through a summer, either you have to pressure wash them, or I'm hoping this will make it where I don't have to do so much doctoring on them. But I shouldn't complain for just $11.62 because I love a footed urn. But
all right, here we go.
all right,
Show us the pond.
show us the pond.
So thank you for being good to your way.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna flip the camera around.
Black fade easily.
No, see, that's the good thing about it is, let me get you the one that we just emptied. All right. Okay, this is the one from last year. Now, it's being kind of shut up, and this isn't wet. But see, they clean up really well. I mean, you can pressure wash them. Listen, I've taken them to the car wash in town, if you don't want to have to worry about lugging a pressure washer and all that, and just squirt them off really good. You really don't even have to pressure wash them. But see, every now and again, they'll get like a scrape on them or something like that. And after you use them a while, I mean, they're still sturdy. They haven't warped any. So it's just kind of little cosmetic things that gets on my nerves.
Do they come in both pieces?
Yes, the top piece comes with the bottom piece. And see, this one, it looks like I just put one big hole in the bottom. Last year, I was fixing to say, why didn't that have it? But I just brought the top piece over here. So you see, you can clean them up and they stay really good. It's just every now and again I got a little bit of scrapes. I'm trying to put a little bit of texture on that. So because they're so dark and black, that, you know, if they get a little scrape on them, you won't really see that over time. So let's see how it's gonna go. I haven't cleaned those, so I can't do that, and I just bought these. All right. I can see even like, I don't really see any scrapes, but, and they were so pretty, and they stayed. You know, I like took my hose throughout the summer, and if you just kind of spray on them, and it cleaned them right up. It's just the little scuffs. And plus, if you want to make something that you spent $12 on look a little bit more like stone and a little bit nicer, then pay $5, and we'll see how far this goes. Oh, I like it. All right, let me do a little bit more, and then I'll show it to you. All right, it's okay. Hold on, let me get this off a little bit so I can show you. Now, since this is a little bit lighter than, you know, the black that it is, I had to not only go a little bit sideways, I had to go a little bit up and down. But now it's more like a concrete, like a, you know, like a nice urn. What do you call those? I'm trying to think of what you call like a nice cement urn, or they're not, are they cement? Are they concrete? As Neely would say when she was little, concrete. I don't know if they're concrete or they're, you know, like a nice urn you go and you spend $300 on. I don't know. It's more that color. Chris said, I wish I knew. So I'm kind of going up like this, then I'm going down and fill it up. And there we go. And it's really shiny now, but it'll dry. The same stone texture is my little pots. All right, so let's see how far. I want to see how far one pan will go. I only want to do 2. So even if I use It is. It's an aged iron, so it's black, but it's got a lot of gray in it. Not gray, but you know what I mean. Stone tech. All right, but we did good with that one, so you're probably going to need one because we still have to do the footer. Where's the little, okay. Yeah, and I don't want to do the top. And if you can't find a black, but we still want it to be stone, once this dries, this is what I was telling you the other day about the pot. Say you want this texture, but you want it to go back to the black. This will take spray paint. So you can get, I would get a matte finish. I wouldn't get anything glossy. You can put spray paint over this stone. So even if you wanted something stone color, but you wanted it a color. So I think one. And we have to do, let's see. I kind of did it a little heavy, but the only thing on the top we have to do is, oh, I may have to open the second one. What if I had like one hand, y'all? And I mean, literally, I have inches left. Nice little bit. So I think, y'all, one can will work on this, but the $9 one, the smaller one, that only comes in this gray, it's just a little bit longer. It's a little bit more Savannah urn, like a little bit wider at the top than the base. But I love them. But those I'm definitely turning black. I'm going to do black and then put this over it. But I'm only going to do these two, and I'm going to see how much I like them. I mean, I may not. Come on, do a little bit more out. But I like it. It looks like the sand in the look. Well, that's you know when it's stuck to your finger. Look, Chris. The little tab came off on my finger. What you press down, it's like stuck to it. All right, so nobody's asked any questions? Okay, so we've got this aged. I don't know, I like that.
They're just saying it looks good.
We'll see. I'm only going to do these two. I have 4. I have the 2 I have last year and 4 more. I'm going to see how it does with these 2. And at the end of the summer, if it doesn't have any scuffs and it still looks like that, I may do my other one. Because I like it to look a little bit more stone than, you know, you've got like a vinyl urn. Because I got so many of them. But it's really wet and still shiny. So let's put it to the side. And let's see how these are doing. What, to get a shot? All right, y'all. Some of the thicker places, it still is mashing a little bit, but some places right here, it's pretty already dry to the touch. Now, it may be that way because I'm outside and it's hot here. So if you're still in like a damp place up north, you give it the 30 minutes to an hour like it tells you. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me start this with my spray painted nails. Now it's like a dull black now. Chris, that black's your favorite color, isn't it? What, the spray paint or the pots? All right, listen, whoever asked, where did you buy them? Rachel. Okay, the pots I got from Lowe's. In mine, I can tell you exactly where they are in mine, but, you know, it may not be in the back. But you go back into where all the plants are, and they're outside, and they have aisles in the back of their plants where they put, like, their poles and fence materials, grass seed, things like that. And they have all of their vinyl pots. They usually have their more expensive ones up front, and you have to go to the back to find the more inexpensive ones. But they'll usually just be sitting like this, and this will be inside it or stacked up, and they'll look just like this. But the feet, the little footer part, they come with it. You know, you don't have to, it's not a separate piece to buy that. But that one was the one that you just say around $12, $11.60 something. And then this is the one that's like, y'all, it has been outside in the rain. This is one that's $9 and some change. And I do not like this color at all. It's just too light, and it's, see, I mean, out in the country, it's just picking up everything.
Miss Jane's taking over.
All right, Miss Jane's helping me. Okay, good. All right, so I took that off, y'all, and look, it's looking like sand, and it feels like sand. Now, I told you at the end, I will take spray polyurethane. I guess I probably could brush this with polyurethane, and the brush is actually a lot thicker, but with sand and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to accidentally knock any of it off or anything like that, so I am going to buy the spray paint, well, polyurethane that you can buy in a spray can to seal everything as much as I can. And I told Mama I would in this Georgia heat reseal it every year, like go out there and put some more on it every year. Okay, there's that piece. Let's see, I didn't have quite so many runs in this one. It looks like just the places I had like little runs, but it's pretty much, y'all hear it? That's sand. It's sand. I'm so excited. Okay. And I reckon how pretty that's going to look on the other one up next to that real pretty blue water that we put on there. The other day I was doing it, Buffy came home too, y'all. Here comes Buffy. She will never get on camera. Okay. We'll set this one down. Goes off, takes off, comes off a lot easier than it goes on. So there are our two top pieces. Oop, I touched it right there. Our two top pieces. He can hear you?
Yeah, I'm on the steps.
Okay. So I like that. I think it's going to be real subtle colors. And then we'll have, hold on. Buffy, everybody wants you to get on TV. They want to be your best friend. Okay. So we'll have this on top. And then he's got to drill the holes for me. And this is the top piece. Look how pretty that is. And it's solar powered. And we'll put that on top. Oh, I'm really going to love that. And that bottom. All right, now what I got was the foam, like the little expandable foam that's meant for like gaps and cracks and pipes and window sills and things like that. You put it in here and it expands. When Chris puts the hole for this bottom piece, he's going to drill a hole in here and make this one bigger. Oh, gosh, I'm keep touching it. Underneath here, I'm going to put the expandable foam in here so it helps keep this sturdy in there, you know, because then it won't rock and, you know, glue won't come loose and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like that'll be just an extra precaution. She may not ever need that, but, you know, I want to make sure. The what book? The look. Yeah, I love the sand. So it's kind of like she has like a castle, like a sand castle lighthouse. All right, well, I will let you go, and I'll let you know how this turns out, this one. Aged iron. From right here, it's already drying on here. And the black is coming through. It looks like the more it dries, the gray is going away. And I don't want it to go away too much.
Somebody wants to adopt Buffy.
They want to adopt Buffy? She'll come home. No, that's our dishwasher. Can't have our dishwasher. She'll never leave. You'll get her and she'll never leave. So that's a good thing. Okay, so tomorrow I will spray paint the other one. Hopefully Chris will have the hole done. He's gonna work on that tonight while I'm live maybe. And we can start putting it together. And then if I want to do some like little extra things to it, like put epoxy in this one, you know, the light will be settled in it and we'll be able to do that. So I will see y'all tonight for a live. Thank y'all for watching this.